And welcome back to Hawk Talk. Jeff Dooley joined by Hawks graduate student and all-conference guard Traci Carter. And Traci, tell us a little about yourself and your basketball life.
Man, from Philadelphia. Got 7 siblings. Um, come from a big family. My grandma raised all of us. Such a strong woman, and just fell in love with the game of basketball at a very young age. Um, I used it to, further my education and further my basketball playing career. And I've been around the block and back, and just blessed to be here right now.
Who introduced you to the game of basketball?
I want to say it was my uncle Clyde. I was a crybaby growing up, so he used to make me cry all the time, and I would come back in the house crying, and my grandma every time I lost, and I hated to lose, and I would come back in the house crying, and my grandma would say, "Well, don't keep playing if you're gonna cry," you know. So him and my older brother Evan made me stronger, and like basically broke me down to build me up, you know.
How much did that competitiveness that you obviously had as just a young kid help you do what you're doing today and playing at a very high Division I level of college basketball?
Um, my uncle Clyde and Evan again, who um, broke me down and built me up, basically. Uh, I had them to thank a lot for who the man I am today, as far as on the basketball court, um, because it gave me a competitive spirit that many don't have. And being from the inner city, where I'm from, where it's violence and guns, it's just a little bit more tougher. You know what I mean? And because they made me cry, you know, almost every day, um, it gave me a competitiveness that not many had, and most don't have. You know what I mean? So I have them to thank for who I am and who I was growing up on the court. You know.
Traci, when did you first realize, or maybe when was it brought to your attention that you're good enough to maybe get a college scholarship and play basketball at a Division I level? When did kind of all that start to make sense for you?
Um, Honestly, probably like in the ninth grade. Honestly, nah, not even the ninth grade. I wouldn't say. Um, I would probably say like I would say the I would say honestly like the twelfth grade. Uh, I say the 12th grade because I had a chip on my shoulder growing up, and it was that I just wanted to be better than my peers. I had this underdog mentality
Right.
where I was coming for everybody who was in my class, and I just wanted to be better than everybody they said I wasn't better than. So I wasn't really worried about college and college basketball at the time. That was far fetched for me. You know what I mean? Being that you know, not many before me and my family had went to college and played basketball. Really none. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I was just focused on being the best. I was focused on being better than everybody they said I wasn't better than. You know?
You look at the Philadelphia basketball as a whole, and it's basically a who's who, guys that have gone on and played at the best colleges in the country, and many have gone on to have unbelievable careers in the NBA. Talk about some of the kids that you played against that you had a chance to go up against growing up as a kid in Philadelphia.
Man, so many great players, man. Guys that was in my class, Samir Dowdy, Mike Watkins. The list goes on. A couple older guys, Jaquan Newton, Rasheed Jordan, Brandon Austin. Um, it was just so many other guys that You know, I'd be wrong if I try to sit here and name them all.
Right.
Philly is such a basketball rich city. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And you know, it was some unbelievable times. Fresh Lamar Kimball. I mean, these guys, even younger guys, the Quade Greens, and you know,
Wow.
guys of those natures. You know what I mean? It's but Philly is so rich basketball wise, man. It's unbelievable.
Really is. Tracy, what do you like to do besides playing basketball? Or it takes up so much time when you're in season, maybe when you're not playing basketball.
Yeah, yeah. So one of the things, a couple of things I like to do a lot is I like to read on my free time and skate, roller skate. Roller skate is huge for me, and it's a stress reliever. Um, but it was one of the things that I grew up doing back home as well. You know what I mean? That was the thing where I'm from, skating.
Do you get a chance to skate during the season, or you need those legs because you're that engine on the floor? I mean, you never come out of the game, it seems.
Yeah, no, 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 no. When I don't really get a chance to do it during season, but you know, after season, I definitely do it a lot, man. And again, it's fun. You know what I mean?
Well, we look back at last year and certainly some well deserved accolades for you in your first year with the program, all conference selection, all defensive team. You broke the school steal record, the single game steal record. You helped Hartford lead the Hawks to the America East title game. Unfortunately, that game with Vermont never happened, and I'm sure we'll be talking about that for years. But Tracy, when you look back at the season from a year ago, what are you personally most proud of?
Man, honestly, you know, the thing that I'm most proud of is you know, the relationships that I built with this team and this you know, this staff and this university. Because you know, the relationships is going to last a lifetime. You know what I mean? And you can't take that away. You know what I mean? What we did, how we came together, you can't take that away, man. And that's what I'm most proud of. You know what I mean?
You were able to get a waiver from the NCAA to come back and play another season with the Hawks. What did this mean when you heard this news that you were going to have another season to play college basketball?
Hey, man, you know, it meant a lot. Just, you know, I get a chance to do it over again. You know what I mean? Um, we only in college for a short period of time. We only get to play 4 years, and I'm thankful I'm still playing, and they gave me another chance um, to be a part of such a great group of guys and such a great group uh, of, of a community. Really, you know, such a great neighborhood.
Really is. Well, Tracy, your final season as a college athlete, a journey that took you from Marquette to LaSalle and now to Hartford. What is your motivation and your inspiration as we go in and you've just begun your senior season?
Oh man, well, I would say the my motivation is number one, my family. You know, to be an inspiration on the ones that come after me, but also at the same time doing it better than the ones that came before me. And that's what it's really about. You know what I mean? Setting a precedence for, you know, the ones that come after us, but also, you know, also doing it better than the ones that came before us.
Well, Tracy, I appreciate the time. As a fan, I just want to say it's really enjoyable to watch you play, and best of luck in your final year with the Hawks.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you as well.